It's Jets football. They're looking at first down here. Off play action, it's Fields. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, it's Hall. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Shotgun snap to Fields. Stays in the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Here we go. Second and very long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't...
To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got two in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know what I know. It's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
A gain of a yard.
Try the middle with Gordon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. And the Jets in the dime for this third down.
That's a gain of 3.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing a fourth down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Jets, down receiver Garrett Wilson, back out to take possession. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know, if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Fields out of the gun. Oh, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense didn't. They didn't take a break. And they finally get him to the ground.
Still on his feet. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Encroachment defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Fields now, third and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Jukes one defender, and they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
the scramble.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
On their own side, but only need an inch or two here, so they're going for it. They'll run for it with Hall. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run, and the reward is they get off the field.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Bounds at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And off to Gordon. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. Running it after the penalty. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Tua off the play fake. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
Jets 14.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jets are headed back out there now, led by Justin Fields. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. They start to drive with Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The line is scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Give to Hall on the draw. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
They go right back to Hall. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offense.
Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
36 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He completes it in traffic. And they get this down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
He's running with it. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for another Miami Dolphin. First down and goal to go.
Trying to run it in, A.J. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now, Tagovailoa. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up third down.
Intended for Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Brings up third and goal.
Tagovailoa now, working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 13-point lead. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Jets, 14.
Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Thomas on the return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets out to begin another drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Give on second to Hall. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush Ghetto. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Once again, it is Jack Browning out for the punt. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Going play action. Tagovailoa. This one finds the fullback. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. Third down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Tua setting up to throw. Waller with the catch. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Jets take over.
Now here comes the New York offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Oh, Fields loses it. And the Dolphins got it. And they can't call a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field.
Well, that was quite a roller coaster ride of momentum. Starts with the QB ripping off a beautiful chunk run, and it ends up with the other QB running out after his team forces the critical fumble.
The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's 2nd and 5. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. On again, it's Gordon. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a